So first of all, what did you make the tone of President Trump? He seemed more presidential. He seemed to have softened his tone. Is this a new Donald Trump?
Well, it's a new Donald Trump for that hour. He actually did a terrific job presenting himself as a presidential, not a candidate, but the President of the United States. It was full of the pomp and circumstance of a State of the Union address. It had all the trappings of tradition. And he fed right into it. He was mostly on script.
All right, mostly on script, but a lack of detail. Why?
Well, because he doesn't have those details. I mean, we here at the Bureau were scrambling to get a text of his speech in the very few hours before it was even delivered. They were still working on it. So if they have trouble producing a State of the Union speech, imagine how much trouble they have actually writing up legislation. The people he was addressing are the people who are going to have to execute his plan, and there's nothing to work with.
Marty, I was reading one of the great Bloomberg View pieces, and it's entitled very simply, "What happened to Trump's 15% corporate tax rate?" Is it dead? Is it buried? And if it is buried, will markets correct?
Well, he has been promising a tremendous tax reform package, but now it's been linked to the repeal and replace of Obamacare. So it's very unclear what the components of that tax plan are going to be. And now it's being essentially held hostage by internal discourse over Obamacare.
Marty, we'll speak to Kevin Cirilli and Greg Valliere about this later, later in the deep into the late morning of 6 a.m. But help me here with who wrote this speech for the president. Was this a product of the Bannon wing, or was this product of a different wing within the White House?
Well, it had the feel of a Priebus edit. It certainly didn't feel at all like the Stephen Miller Bannon dark vision that came in the inaugural address. So it was upbeat. So I would say it was the more traditional people around Trump who had something to say about its tone and tenor. And I wouldn't discount Jared and Ivanka's role in this speech as well.